Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about the Reds, and I wanted to talk about this instant gratification / social media era we're living in, and how that hurts and helps with the long season that is the Major League Baseball season. I look at this several different ways. First off, I've never been a believer of the whole it's still early thing. Each of these games count, and if you miss out on the playoffs by one game, at the end you might look back at some of these early games and think, man, this is maybe a game we should have had. So whenever people say it's still early, it's still April, it's still the first half, I don't buy that. I don't like that. Each of these games are important. Now, of course, if you lose, it's not life or death, but it's something that could always come back to bite you later on. With that said, this kind of social media era that we're in, there's no patience being displayed. And like I said, I understand people being upset about wins and losses early. And like I mentioned, they always come back to bite, but I'm perfectly fine with somebody taking a look at early performances and saying, well, this guy's really sucked so far. He needs to play better. What I don't like is this trade, was a disappointment. This guy sucks. They need to get rid of this guy. My example of that is, the Sonny Gray start the other day. It was obviously a terrible performance, and he did not look good at all. And, you got people on these Facebook pages, on Twitter saying, oh, what a huge disappointment. What a terrible acquisition. That's something I want to pump the brakes on. Not saying that he had a bad game, because, some people like to be negative, some people like to be positive. I'm strictly, I'm somebody who looks at the performance, and I think it's okay to say this guy really pitched badly without being seen as being negative. But to me, just to say after one start, this guy sucks or that guy sucks, that's just too much for me. But this era that we live in, people want instant results, and people react to everything as it's happening. And baseball is just not that kind of sport. There's so many ups and downs. There's so many variables, and I do like the back and forth discussion about things, strategy and whatnot. But so many people who, first off, I don't even think they deserve a platform, because not everybody does. Something bad happens, they go online and they blast people, and I just slow down a little bit. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And, back to what I said earlier, these losses could still hurt, but baseball's not the game to hyperventilate over every single situation. And that's, pretty firmly what I believe. And I guess I just look at it a couple of different ways. There's guys who've started off slow who, yes, I'm disappointed, but I'm also confident they could pick up their performance and play better. There are some things that might be a season-long trend, like the fact that the Reds don't really have a center fielder. And, I think it's best to try to take these things a day at a time. Try to be as emotionally even keel as possible. And that's how I like to go about it. I'm not critical of people who do what they want, but, this era that we live in with smartphones and social media, people, it's very instantaneous, and sometimes maybe we need to take a step back. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts about the Reds and how, social media and whatnot affect the outlook of the game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.